Hi, welcome back. My name's Rob. I walk not because I think it's fun or I don't like to go to the gym. I walk because my life literally depends on it. Let me explain. Hey, there I am. Hi. So, let me just explain a couple of minutes what I mean. I walk every day 7,000 steps minimum because I've learned, and through my research, through my journey, because I have a journey. A year and a half ago I had a health event that took me out of a long-standing career because I was no longer fit for duty, if you know what I mean. Okay, so that being said, I decided rather than get in the fetal position and suck my thumb and be a victim, I decided to research and what's the thing that can help me the absolute most to live the longest. And I discovered what's called the blue zones. I discovered the research that's behind them, and basically, bottom line is 7,000 steps a day gives you a 50% less chance of dying early. And there it is. But there's other parts to a blue zone that I think are really important for you to know, that I've learned, that I'm continuing to learn, that I'm practicing every day. And it is that motivation in which I make this brief video today. So I want to invite anyone who either wants to become healthier, live longer, or is recovering from any kind of event, health-wise, mental, anything, that walking is really the best medicine, and doing it in a way that mimics living in a blue zone is the way. That's the path. Let me get up to the top of this little hill here so I'm not breathing too hard on you, and I'll continue. All right, so blue zone living is about environment, where you live, what you choose to do with your days, with your time. Number one, blue zone living is living in a way that causes you less stress in life every day. So having a purpose, what they call ikigai, I-K-I-G-A-I, I think, super important to develop a purpose in your life. If you don't have it, get it. It's the number one thing to a blue zone. Number two, diet. Eating clean, fresh, wholesome, farm fresh food grown straight out of the ground, not necessarily out of a laboratory. I'm not saying that those things are bad. I'm not here for that. I'm here literally saying, doesn't it make sense to eat fresh food as it was intended to be by a higher power? Yes, that's number two. Number three, incorporate in your daily life movement the equivalent of minimum of 7,000 steps. So we know in Italy, Costa Rica, Japan, and would you believe Loma Linda, California, and I'm missing someplace, there's another blue zone. Forgive me. There's about 5 or 6 designated where people live 90 to 100 years old routinely. It's just normal. So I'd like for your normal, my normal, to be to live well that long in life. That's the goal. I'd like to do it together. I have a lot of insights, a lot of research that I've undertaken as a part of the recovery process of, like I told you, a health event. And I am now happy to say I am strong, I am well, I'm healthy, and I walk 7,000 steps a day. Sometimes bursts of 11,000, but never under 7. Either all at once or cumulative, but usually all at once, because that gives my heart a chance to get into a beautiful rhythm, to warm me through, to where I'm actually doing my body good. This has as much to do with mental health as it does anything else. Did you know that walking every day, especially outside if you can do it, if you have the time for it, or if you can make the time for it. I don't take excuses, not from myself. I wouldn't expect to do it from anyone else. Like, for example, and I'll come back to the walking outside. For example, it was raining cats and dogs, freezing weather. So what did we do? Me and my little walking companion, who's about 25 pounds, 4 legs. We found a horse arena that's covered and we walked under it. And it wasn't as easy because the sand in there is at least 6 inches deep. That was a good workout. You could feel it the next day. That happened several times this past winter. So you pivot. You do what you have to do. But back to the mental health thing. Literally, to clear your mind. We call it mental health. It's just living well. It's living free of clutter in our mind, of past traumas, experiences, things that have brought us anxiety, fear, doubt, fear of missing out, having to be like other people. You don't. You just be you. And be so grateful. Be so absolutely grateful that you're you and that you have you as an autonomous being. What a beautiful life. But my mind and the way that I think has become exponentially better than in the career that I was in, where people experience trauma to an extent where they do some really negative things in their own life. I'm so grateful to be away from that. I digress. Living in a blue zone is what you can do. And let's do it together. This is only my second time really talking about any of this. But this has made all the difference in my life. And, as smart as I am, as old as I am, gosh, with wrinkles and all, I just thought of the other thing that's part of blue zones. It is deep, meaningful relationships. So it goes kind of along with having a purpose, right? And, well, my past career alienated me from people, and I had a tendency to doubt everyone about everything. Still dealing with that. I am looking for people who are like-minded and want to better themselves. Whether you went through something or not, whether you expect to go through something or not, this is the path. This is the way. This is the key. Living in your very own blue zone. And I intend on having people go with me to better health, to better happiness. And what's so bad about that? Isn't there enough hate and weirdness in the world? Come on.